Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for today. It's going to be a general energy reading. We're going to see what you need to know, what you need to be aware of. Take it how it resonates. It could be past, present, future. You will know best where this fits in your timeline. If it resonates at all, okay. If it doesn't resonate, maybe check out a different reading. Let's see, Taurus, what is your message today? I hope you guys had a nice weekend, a happy Easter. Let's see, Taurus. What is the message for Taurus today? What is the message for Taurus? Knight of Swords. Okay, so we're starting off with the Star, Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. So we have Aquarius and Libra energy here. So something's being made fair, something is being made right. This has something to do with your destined path or some sort of wish fulfillment. Okay, the Six of Pentacles. Something is being made fair, something is being made equal. Equal give and take. Let's see what this is. Why is the Star here? Why is the Star here for Taurus? An argument, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess, conflict, competition, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess, there's something here very significant about an argument, about a fight. This has something to do with, I don't know why an argument or a fight has something to do with destiny, but okay, that's what's coming out. Why is Justice here? You're going to get justice for something. Nine of Wands, the Lovers in reverse. This has to do with a breakup. You possibly being very defensive towards someone, maybe during an argument. Six of Pentacles in reverse because something wasn't fair. Because something wasn't reciprocal, because somebody wasn't giving, somebody wasn't being fair, somebody wasn't being generous. Okay. What's the Six of Pentacles? The Three of Swords. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's some sort of an illusion that is being lifted. There's clarity here when it comes to heartbreak, some sort of pain and heartbreak that you went through, some sort of suffering that you were going through, and somebody wanting to give to you because of this suffering, okay? The Star. A wish fulfillment. Somebody wanted to give you your wish, your dream, your wish fulfillment. Somebody could have promised that they wanted to give you everything, okay? Or this is what is coming in. Somebody wants to give to you. Somebody wants to make you happy. Somebody wants to prove to you that you are their happiness. That you are the one, that you are the one. Maybe for a long time, what I'm kind of getting here, especially with the Star coming out twice, and the Lovers in reverse, maybe for a long time, whoever you're with, they didn't make you feel special. Or maybe you were just going through a time in your life where you didn't feel special, or you were maybe questioning, like, am I even the one? Because somebody might have not made you feel that way, okay? With the Five of Wands here, there could have been an argument about this. Maybe there was an argument where you told this person, I don't feel like the one. I don't understand, but that's how I feel. Okay, I don't feel like you give to me. I don't feel like you make me feel that way. Well, no, I don't. It's not I feel like you don't make me, it's you don't make me feel that way, okay? Like something's missing. You could have been very defensive here. You could have been very defensive here towards someone you were in a relationship with. Maybe you felt like you had to put up strong boundaries because you felt like you were not getting what you deserve. You weren't getting reciprocal energy, or you felt like you were putting in more and they weren't putting in the same effort, or you were ready and they weren't. It's like you wanted something to be fair. You wanted to feel, how should I say this? You wanted to feel like you were as significant to the other person as the other person was to you. But there's something here about you not feeling special. And sometimes when we're in relationships, we feel that way. You know, some things happen, or there's fights, there's arguments, there's things that happen in a relationship, even like big events, okay? Bumps in the road, and you start to question, like, you know, I mean, I know that I love you. I know that you're the one, but am I really that for you? You don't make me feel that way. You don't make me feel special. I don't feel like I'm the one. You keep saying that I'm the one, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm being treated that way. Like there's something here about you just wanting to feel special. And I feel like that's not, if you're looking for your forever person, you want to feel that way, right? You want to feel like one in a million. You want to feel like you're irreplaceable. You want to feel like the person is happy to have you and happy to be with you, and they chose you and they can't see themselves being with anyone else. You want to feel that way. I mean, nobody wants to be in a relationship and feel like this person could have 3 of you by tomorrow, right? So I feel like you went through a situation here where you felt like you had to protect yourself, 9 of Wands. You felt like you had to protect yourself because the person didn't make you feel special. They might have made you feel like a run of the mill. And honestly, no one wants to feel that way about the one, right? When you feel like you've met the one, you don't want to feel like your partner doesn't see it the same way. Something here wasn't reciprocated, right? And I feel like there was something that you went through here with this person. It really, really hurt. It hurt you a lot. It really hurt you a lot. And I feel like at the end of the day, what ended up happening is that your person, either they have already, or for some of you, maybe in the future, okay, they want to come in and tell you that you are the one, you're the special one, okay, and they want to give it to you, and they want to show it to you, they want to prove it to you, even if it takes some time. They want to prove it to you, right? So tell me more about the 5 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. The 4 of Cups. Yeah, this could even have been something that for a long time you just kept to yourself, okay? It's kind of giving me like you feel this way. Like on the inside you feel unhappy. You feel like somebody doesn't see you. I feel like in this situation, like you're the cup and you feel like your significant other is this person. It's like they don't see that you're, you know, I don't even feel like it's necessarily that they're sitting there going like, I don't want you. But it's that feeling. It's how they make you feel, right? It's like, I'm here, right? But you somehow, it's some sort of a, like feeling like unsatiated, I guess you could say. And maybe that's something that you kept to yourself for a long time. It's like something that you didn't talk about a lot. You didn't bring it to the surface a lot. That they just kind of made you feel like you were on the outside, or they kept you at like arm's length, or you just didn't feel special. I don't know how else to put it, guys. That's just the energy that's coming through. Like they just don't put you on. And no, I'm not saying like put you on a pedestal and fawn over you and be like, oh my God, goddess, oh goddess. I'm talking about just like, you know, that feeling like, you know, wow, since I met you, you're the one, okay? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like you just didn't feel that way. You might have felt like you were runner-up. You might have felt like you were second best. You were like, I don't know, you might have felt like you were some sort of a runner-up. You were some sort of like a second prize or something like that. Like you weren't the one, you weren't number one. I don't know how to say it. That's just how it feels. So maybe there was a moment where it just like spilled over, right? So if you're someone that you keep a lot of these feelings, like a grudge, like these resentful feelings, or this kind of this feeling of being unsatiated or unfulfilled in a way, if you keep that bottled up for a long time and you don't speak on it, sometimes it will explode out of you, okay? And there might have been a moment that really, really hurt you, and that was the moment where you snapped. It might have been the moment where you just snapped, okay? Because it's like it's been going on for so long, it could have just made you snap, right? About all the ways that they made you feel, and all of the moments they made you feel this way, and everything that you never said, you're saying it now, and it will boof. That's what this feels like, okay? Because you might have just really kept it quiet, Four of Swords, kept it quiet for a long time, that on the inside you were like trying to work through these feelings of like, I don't feel special. I want to feel special. And I hope you guys understand, I'm not putting this, it's not in a way of like, I'm special. I want to be treated like a princess. Okay. Not that way. It's more like, I just want to feel like the person I'm with sees me as something that's irreplaceable, because only that way, there's something about you that they're not going to find anywhere else. Because if it's not that way, then you're just, nobody wants to feel like their partner, oh, I could do better than you, nobody wants to feel that way. But you might have felt that way, right? That you were always like on the way out, because it's so hard to explain. Okay, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. What's the High Priestess? The Four of Wands. A 4-4-4. Home, stability, the fourth house of family and roots, okay? This could have something to do with what you need to feel stable and what you need to feel secure in a relationship, okay? Now, for some reason, okay, this is just coming up, especially with the 4-4-4s like this, home and stability, family and roots, right? Maybe you grew up being overly criticized, okay? Or maybe you grew up in a dynamic where you always had to prove your worth, okay? Like parents that hold you to an extremely high standard, or criticize you a lot, or make you feel like you're not good enough, right? Especially if you have like a parent or parents that have very, let's say, high paying jobs, or jobs in the community where everybody knows them. They're like an important role in the community. You could have grown up hearing a lot like, when you go outside, you're representing me, okay? You are representing me outside, so you need to behave and you need to act like this. And like when parents hold kids to like this unreasonable standard of you have to be perfect or else you are a failure, I feel like whoever you are, you might have grown up that way, okay? You might have grown up being criticized a lot, or made to feel like nothing you do is good enough, okay? Or maybe that's why in relationships, or in this relationship in particular, you don't want to feel that way. You don't want to feel like you have to prove yourself to be worthy enough. You just want to feel like this person sees you and accepts you and loves you the way you are, and sees you as perfect the way you are, and doesn't make you feel like that way again. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So you could have struggled with that dynamic for a long time, that maybe you had a partner who was also critical, or made you feel like you had to prove your worth, or maybe even compared you a lot to other people. Okay. Like just with comments, or just with like, I don't know, it could be anything. Okay. But I feel like that was that might have been also part of the fight that was going on here, is that you might have wanted to just feel like you are worthy, you are special, you are amazing, without having to prove that you are the best, or that you are the special one. Like you don't want to have to prove that in a relationship, right? Especially not if you're with the one. You don't want to have to feel like that dynamic again of home and family roots, the fourth house, where it's like, I have to be perfect, I have to be this way, I have to act this way in order to receive love and acknowledgement, or appreciation, or like a pat on the back, right? Validation. I feel like you might have struggled with this person, that they made you feel like you had to, in order for them to give to you, you had to prove yourself first. And I feel like whoever you are, you struggled with that concept, because you don't want to have to prove yourself. You don't want to have to prove you're good enough for them to give to you. Okay. Interesting. I feel like whoever this person is to you, they really did in a lot of ways make you feel like they weren't giving to you because they felt like, because they perceived you as not being good enough, or other people being better. I think it really must have done something to you and your inner child, if I can put it that way. Okay. It's like, why am I not good enough for you to give to me the way I am? What is it that's missing with me? I feel like it might have really pulled up some fourth house, home and family roots, kind of a dynamic within you, where it's like, I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel the same way I felt as a child, where I had to prove myself to receive love. Okay. But they made you feel this way as well. And I feel like when it got progressively worse, because I feel like for a very, very, very long time, it just like slumbered in you, or you felt it, but you didn't say anything. You just kept it to yourself. It was like building resentment, building resentment, right? Building a grudge. A grudge was just building, because you felt like you were being shelved. Like it feels like being shelved, like put on a shelf. Right, being put on a shelf for a later date, being treated like there's, you're going to be good enough for me when this happens. When you make more money, then you'll be good enough. I'll give to you, but first you have to do this. I think that really built up a lot of feelings on the inside, okay? And again, it's like there could have been a comparison here between you and other people, which also contributed to this inner grudge, right? Feeling like you're being compared, feeling like somebody isn't seeing what they have in you, or feeling like you're competing with you have to compete with others, or, vie for this person's attention, or you have to prove to them why you're good enough, or why you are the one. And I feel like it blew up. It must have blown up. It blew up at some point, because you're like, I don't want to have to prove that I'm the one. I don't want to have to prove that I'm special. Either you see it in me or you don't, right? And it's so dramatic that my hair is flipping, right? That's how you felt. The Queen of Wands. Exactly. Okay, comparison. Yeah, so there might have been another feminine energy here that you were compared to a lot. right? Or this person, I mean, even if they didn't say it outright, you knew that there was, just in the way that they acted or in the way that they talked, said things, that there was a comparison there. Okay. And I feel like you didn't want to be in this competition. You didn't want to be in this comparison, but whoever you were dealing with, they might have just done it. I don't know, unconsciously, or who knows why. Who knows? Oh, and a Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so multiple feminine energies. Okay, so if I'm speaking to a female here, there could have been a lot of comparisons here. Okay, well, you know, I mean, Queen of Cups in reverse, it could even be like mother. Like, well, my mother does it this way. Well, my mother does it that way. Well, my ex did it this way. Well, my ex did it that way. Well, actually, when, you know, when I was dating other people, I never saw them do something like that. Or, what else do they say? They say things like, oh, I've never seen anyone do anything like you. You're the first person that I've ever seen do this. No one that I know does it this way. Only you. It's like snarky shit like that. Okay. Where it's like, why the fuck are you comparing me to other people? I don't want to be compared. Okay. I want to feel special. I want to feel like I'm me. Okay. And I'm being seen as me, and I'm not being seen as, well, I mean, they did it this way, and my mother did it this way, and my ex did it that way, and I don't understand why you do it this way. Shut the fuck up. Because I'm me, okay? Because I am me. That's why I do things the way that I do it. That's the same thing like growing up, when you hear things like, why can't you do it like your sister? Why can't you do it like your brother? Okay. Oh, look at all these other kids in the community. They don't act like you. They do everything great. See, when you have these parallel dynamics in your life, like when you're an adult, you will snap. At one point, you will fucking snap. It's like, why are you comparing me to them? Okay. And why is it always being brought up? Like I want to be special. Okay. I'm special. I'm special. I'm me, okay? Justice. The Emperor. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this has to do with some sort of communication here, okay? What's Justice? Bad health. This has to do with some sort of communication from an emperor or to an emperor. Justice. Bad health. Divorce. This has to do with a divorce. Divorce and bad health. Somebody hiding something. Somebody pretending something. So some sort of communication, I don't know, Justice and the Emperor, this could be a judge or somebody that works in law. Somebody was pretending something here. They hid something, they diluted the truth, and they pretended something. When they came in with some sort of communication about a divorce and somebody having bad health. Yeah, and this is the truth. This is the truth about this communication, or whatever was communicated to the Emperor. Yeah, somebody did not show the whole hand. Somebody here thought that they were being strategic, okay? They took a risk. They thought they were being strategic, but they were hiding something. They were wearing a mask. They were pretending, and they were personifying someone or something about a breakup. Clock. This has to do with time. Needing time, taking time, something about time, or a breakup that happened a long time ago. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. The Ace of Cups. A new beginning in love and the world. Closing out a cycle here for a new beginning in love. The Page of Swords, some sort of communication, some sort of messages, information. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands, please. Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings in reverse. So maybe you felt like something was never going to change, something was never going to grow, something was never going to change. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, maybe you wanted a new beginning with this person. You wanted to start over. You wanted to feel different. But you just maybe felt like it was never going to change. Soulmates, yeah, a soulmate connection. It's like, it could have also been that like, that some sort of a deception, okay, or some sort of betrayal or deception that you went through, it really, okay, let's put it this way. So I'm seeing it like, let's say you, and the situation from childhood or from growing up with family like this, the dynamic that I just explained, right? That is like underneath the surface, right? And then you've built like this, I'm seeing it like a sand desert, but like it's not sand, it's like the hard mud floor, okay, above it, but it's got a crack in it. It's just a small crack, right? So maybe for a long time with this person, that the crack was there, you still kind of that was still something that you were like growing into, I guess you could say, or it wasn't something that was like in the forefront of your brain. It was like in the background or in like the subconscious part of you that, you know, you not this like, I'm trying to explain, it's like not this overly like, I want to feel good enough for you, please tell me that I'm good enough. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you were very confident, you were happy in the relationship, you were confident, you were secure. Maybe there was a couple issues here and there where you were like, you know, why is it this way? There could have been some trigger points that made you feel insecure, but for the most part, you were secure. For the most part, you were happy and secure in your life. Every now and then it was kind of like, I'm working through things, right? But whenever something happened, whenever there was some sort of heartbreak, significant heartbreak and betrayal that you went through, that crack went poof, wide open, like wide open. Okay, and it could have really caused a lot to come to the surface, especially this feeling of like, I'm not special. I'm like, the insecurity, right? This I'm just an option. I'm not good enough. I have been proving myself this whole time and I was never good enough. Okay, I thought I proved myself to you, but I'm not special. I'm not. I'm just getting something like, I'm just an option. I'm runner up. I'm second best. Like all of those feelings from childhood, and that crack just went boof and everything flooded in. I feel like that was shut, like that was dark night of the soul. Okay, whatever happened there was dark night of the soul, and that was most likely when you might have also been reminded of where this feeling comes from, and that it's something familiar that you've been feeling all your life. Up until that point, it wasn't in you weren't thinking about it consciously, right? You weren't thinking about like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I'm not special? After this happened, that's when everything like consumed you. Okay, that feeling, that's what this feels like. And there was a fight, an argument, right? Heavy, deep ass reading. So yeah, it could have been even something about a marriage or a divorce. Maybe this was what kickstarted that really that crevice that opened up into this feeling of, what the fuck am I to you? Like, I thought I was worth something, and now I feel like I'm not special at all, or I'm not good enough at all, or I'm just an option, I'm second best, I'm runner up, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like this person could have taken that feeling from you, okay? It could have also felt like they made you feel that way to a certain extent, and then something happened here with a marriage or divorce where they took it. It felt like they took it from you. It felt like they took that from you, that feeling of you're special, you're the one. It's like they took it. I don't know how to explain it. They like took it. It's so hard to explain this. It feels like it's not even they just took it. It feels like you felt special, and then they took it in their hands, and then they like, and then kicked it with their shoe, right? And then you're sitting there going like, oh my God, here comes trauma, okay? Right. So maybe you felt like this was never going to change either. Like, maybe you also felt like they could never make you feel that way again. Like something here was just so devastating that they would never be able to give you that feeling again. Like it's just out the window. Like you just felt somebody here fell so down in the dumpster. Okay, I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like whenever that happened, that's when they came in and said, I want to give this to you. I want to make you feel special. You are special. You are the one. You are all these things to me. I'm sorry I made you feel that way. 3 of Swords. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. I'm sorry you feel that way. You are special. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you that one day you are special. And I feel like for you, it was hard to believe. It was hard to believe. I feel like you didn't believe it. Because I feel like for a very long time, they just didn't make you feel that way. And then something happened on top of that where it like really almost solidified your worst fear of like, I knew it. I'm nothing special to you, you know? Yeah, this is a tough one. Okay, so what's the 6 of Pentacles? The Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. Okay, so something about your dreams, something about what you want to manifest. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse, right? So I really feel like this person promised you that they are going to give to you, and you're never going to feel, they're never going to leave you out in the cold. They're never going to let you feel like you're abandoned. They're never going to let you feel like, you know, they don't care or something like that. Yeah, the relationship is over. No second chances. Twin flame connection. Higher level soulmate connection. The twin flames is like the card for the one, basically. The relationship is over. So you could have ended it with this person as well. Because I feel like when you ended it with this person, what bubbled up in you is what exploded out of you, this feeling that you had just pushed down and pushed down and pushed down and pushed down for so long that when it came up, it came out of you like a volcano. Okay, it's when the crevice opened. It's like that crack broke open and like poof, you became a volcano. Okay, that's what happens. You were a fucking volcano of pain. And maybe even years, decades of feeling like you're not good enough. Nothing you do is good enough. You're always second best. You're always runner up. There's always someone better than you. There's, you know, why can't you do it this way? Why can't you be like that person? Feeling like you have to measure up. Feeling like you have to compare to others. you know, feeling like no one sees you for you, feeling like no one makes you feel good enough, special enough, worthy of love, worthy of actual love, support, and all that, right? So, yeah. What's the Three of Swords? Stab in the back in reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody is telling you, like, I want to fix it. I don't want to hurt you. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. The Sun, the truth about having it all. It's like growing old together. They could have told you they want to grow old together with you. When they see themselves old and gray and wrinkly, they see it with you. They want to grow old together. They want to build with you. They can only see this with you. They can't picture themselves having anyone else. They can't picture themselves being with anyone else, and they want to give it to you. They want to give you that life, okay? The Moon and the Two of Swords. This is an illusion. This is somebody that doesn't see something clearly here about what? About somebody making you a romantic gesture, making you a romantic offer. Something wasn't seen clearly here about a romantic gesture, a romantic offer. It had to do with a divorce. It had to do with a marriage. Love call in reverse. It had to do with a divorce. Or somebody not being married, or I don't know, saying that they weren't married, or saying that, you know, they want to give you, or maybe they said they want to give you a ring. They want to give you a ring after a divorce. After a divorce, they want to give you a ring. Yeah, okay. Oh man, okay. What else? What else? Yeah, they said they're gonna buy you a ring. This person said, I'm gonna give you a ring. I'm gonna buy you a ring. I'm gonna propose to you. They wanted to propose to you. They wanted to give you a love offer. They wanted to invest into you. Buy you a ring. That's what you were worth it to them. They want to buy you a ring. They're going to propose one day. High Priestess. Yeah, that's what they said to you. They said, one day I'm going to propose to you. It's coming. It's coming. I'm going to propose to you. Judgment in reverse. Wine Sun in reverse. The Three of Swords. Somebody judging you because of your heartbreak, because of your pain, your betrayal. Judging you. What do you mean judging you? The Emperor in the reverse. An Emperor in the reverse tried to judge you for being hurt. What? As if they fucking know anything about you. This has to do with them planning something here with a message. Or they wanted to have you judged harshly for the way that you expressed your pain. Pent up pain, pent up anger, pent up pain and trauma. Okay, so they wanted to have you judged harshly for your anger and your pain with these messages. Six of Swords in reverse, saying that you couldn't let something go. What do you mean you couldn't let something go? Something was fresh. The wound was fresh. The wound literally just happened. What do you mean couldn't let something go? Something just happened. This was not something that happened, you know, it's not like you had a burst of emotion 2 years after some sort of heartbreak and pain. This is like fresh. Like you just went through something horribly painful and you were an emotional wreck, okay? You were an emotional wreck. And you know what? That's fine. That's okay. As long as you're not acting out on those emotions and you're just feeling them and going through them and processing them, that's fine, okay? People have a right to hurt and be angry and be in pain. As long as we're not going out and seeking revenge on others, okay, or wanting to hurt others or hurt ourselves, that's fine. We're allowed to feel. We're allowed to express how we feel, okay? And this person is trying to say, well, you never got over something. You can't get over it. Dude, it was fresh. The pain was fresh, like really fresh, okay? Like just happened fresh. So what do you mean trying to judge someone for a fight? Shut up, okay? The 8 of Wands. Yeah, it was fresh. It just happened, right? Oops. The Chariot. The 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, somebody could have said like all they have, like they want to work on it. Like whoever this was that came towards you, they could have said that, you know, like we're going to have all this, we're going to move forward, we're going to have all this, but we just need to both work. Okay, we need to work on ourselves. We need to work on our money. You need to work on your money. You need to work on your job. You need to get your money up. You know, we're just not financially stable enough right now, but we will be in the future. And, you know, in the future, when we're both financially stable and our jobs are going better, then we're going to have all of this. I promise you, I'm going to give you all of this once the money is a little bit better. Okay. Is something they could have said to you. The 7 of Wands. The King of Swords trying to defend themselves. The Knight of Wands. King of Swords, I don't know who this is. This is someone that's lying, okay? This is someone out here that's just creating chaos. I feel like this is the Emperor in the reverse, right? Didn't that just come out in Virgo the same exact way? A King of Swords who's an Emperor in the reverse, who's a cruel, heartless, malicious, narcissistic, cold person, right? Who's this? Who's this person coming in and judging you for your pain? That's easy to say for a psychopath who probably doesn't feel at all, right? So this person's out here judging people for having emotions. Okay, welcome to the world. Don't you have a wife? Does she not feel things? Huh? Never dealt with someone with emotions before, huh? 10 of Swords. Yeah, never dealt with someone who goes through betrayal. I mean, give me a break. This person knows that you went through a painful, painful betrayal, and they're out here judging you for your pain. Blink, blink, blink. I wish I had those. One day I'll have the sound effects on my YouTube videos, right? Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. The 8 of Cups. This person is trying to say that you're a liar and that somebody walked away because of a betrayal. This person should mind their own business and stop talking on things that they don't even understand, okay? That they have no idea about what happens. Really. Who is this meddling Nancy? Okay, we have a meddling Karen. Don't hate me if your name is Karen, please. I'm just, you know what I mean when I say it's a Karen, okay? There's a male Karen here. It's a male Karen. Yes, it is. 6 of Wands. It's a meddling Karen, right? Yo, I can't make it up. King of Swords. King of Swords, I'm going to call him the meddling Karen, okay? Having a fuck ton to say about somebody going through pain, as if they're anyone to judge. Why is this person coming out? As if they know anything. Because they're judging you for a fight that you had with someone. They're judging you for a fight that you had with someone. Okay, do they know the backstory though? Do they know why you said what you said? Do they know what you felt? Do they know what you went through with this person? Do you know what they did to you? Do they even know everything that you went through? Do they even know you? Do they even know the backstory? Do they even know how you felt? How you felt for a very long time? Does this person even know all of the things, all the little things that you went through? They don't know shit. They are judging you based off of one conversation that was probably taken so out of context for them because they don't know shit about you, about the situation, about what happened, about what led to all of that. They don't know anything, okay? But they have a lot to say, apparently. Male Karen here. The Three of Pentacles. They have a lot to say. High Priestess in reverse. They have a lot to say with other people. They sit there in their group and they talk about you with other people and they gossip about you. Shut up. Who cares? I don't care. Honestly, say whatever you want, man. You're a male Karen, okay? Who takes their word seriously anyways. So, who's this? April, Libra, a Sagittarius, and an Aries. November, a mother of an Aquarius and a Leo. And September, okay? All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.